What up, gang? Carolina Jackpot coming at you. October 30th, 2018. It's been a great day. There's some people today kind of got under my skin and riled me up a little bit. I was lucky I was in a good mood, or things could have gotten a little bit woolly, but we won't get into that right now. At any rate, it is the night of the unveiling of the first college football playoff poll of the 2018 season. I have heard, it's rumored, hasn't been confirmed, it's rumored through a lot of different sources right now that my South Carolina Gamecocks aren't going to be included. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't know what we need to do. I don't understand it. I don't understand what we had to do. I mean, we're 4-3 right now. We got impressive wins over Coastal Carolina, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt. And what else do these people expect from us? You know what I'm saying? At any rate, how y'all think it's going to shake down tonight? I think it's going to be pretty much what you'd expect. I think in spot number one is going to be the mean, nasty Alabama Crimson Tide, who actually has an offense this year. Nobody has came close to even remotely stopping these guys this year, and I don't really like them, but you got to give credit where credit's due, and they have been a force to be reckoned with. They have been a dynasty for years and years, so I don't expect anything to change there. Alabama will be ranked number one in the college football playoff. Big game this weekend against LSU. I really don't know how that was going to play out. I'll do my picks and predictions against the spread a little bit later on. Probably going to get that one done tonight. And we'll talk about the LSU versus Alabama game this weekend in Baton Rouge. Speaking of Baton Rouge, I expect them to fall into number 4 this year. And the thing about that is, do they really deserve to be there? Nah, I don't think they do. Despite the fact they're a one-loss team, they're a pedestrian one-loss team. Quarterback they got is awful. Joe Burrow, your head in the sand. It's just, they play old man football, not exciting football, uninspired football. I could fall asleep during one of these games, but yeah, they're going to end up in spot number 4 because they don't have anybody else to be there. I honestly think Georgia is a better team than LSU. I also think Michigan is a better team than LSU also. And it wouldn't surprise me at all. I would not be surprised in one bit to see Michigan sneak in there at the number 4 spot, because their only loss this year has been to the team that I think is probably going to come in number 3, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's undefeated right now, playing really good football. Doesn't look like anybody's going to stop them, and I don't think they're going to carry the weight of a regular season loss. I just don't think they are. Their schedule's not tough enough. They have 4 games left against Northwestern, Syracuse, Florida State, who's an absolute laughing joke, and USC, the Trojans. They're not losing any of those games. They're going to end up 12-0, and they're going to get put in the college football playoff. And then, of course, coming in at number 2, saving the worst for last, the damn tater shits, Clemdump Tigers. And, every year I think is going to be the year that the wheels start falling off and it doesn't happen, but it never freaking happens. And every year they lose to somebody they're not supposed to lose to. And guess what? They still put them in the playoffs. Last year they put them in the playoffs. And they really deserve to be there. Shouldn't have been there last year. They lost to a horrible Syracuse team, and they got in the playoffs, and they didn't show up. They were terrible. Their conference this year, their conference slate is so bad. It's so horrible. They were trying to do power rankings on the radio here in upstate South Carolina, doing ACC power rankings. That was the biggest joke of a list that you've ever heard. Other than them, how do you classify anybody else in that garbage conference? You can't. They're not going to lose a conference game. They're not going to lose to Luke or Deweyville, which are the next 2 games coming up. Also a game there against Boston College. Excuse me, I forgot that one. That's a road game after Deweyville. I don't know. They might keep it close for a little while. might keep it close for a little while. They're not going to win. They'll beat them by 20 or 30 points too. What they're doing is going out there against these inferior teams this year. They're failing to take their foot off the gas so that they can just make themselves look that much better in the eyes of the playoff committee. And, you know, I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, if you could beat those teams by that much, you certainly would as well. But it still makes me mad, and, you know, they're my rivals, so I have to give them a hard time. But Taters will be number 2, and they'll still be in that college football playoff until someone puts them out of it. And I'm thinking this season, the only one left, the only chance there is my Gamecocks. They're the ones that got to do it. Coach Boone, you got to get these boys ready. You got about 3 weeks. Y'all need to rise up to the occasion. You take care of Old Piss this weekend. You need to upset Florida on the road next weekend. You need to take care of UT Chattanooga, the Mocs. You just go ahead and scalp them. And then the next week, we need to bring our buses up into the dump on the hump, coming on a business trip. Ready to take care of it like no other. That's exactly what needs to happen. All right, y'all, I'm going to get off here. Let's see how those playoff rankings come down tonight. Looking real excited to it, and I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that my Gamecocks might be there. I'll see y'all later. Appreciate it. Peace. I'm out. Go Cox.